Hi everyone, this is Wizard and Minion Idol, a game I've been playing for probably a few weeks now, maybe 1 to 2 months, maybe 2 months? I feel like it's been about 2 months, I have no idea. Anyway, there's probably the data will be in here somewhere. Let's have a look. Right. Yep. Stats. 48 days. Yeah, so close to 2 months, about 1.5 months. That's okay. Geez, yeah. So I started this game, as you can see, about just between 1 and 2 months ago, and this game is very much like NGU Idol. When I started playing it, I was just thinking this is so much like NGU Idol. I'm not going to go into loads and loads of details, but I will just go through a few things that I've unlocked. And like NGU Idol, this is a game where things unlock over time, but it seems a lot quicker. I've unlocked a lot more in this game than what I did in NGU. So, but I will try to explain how this game works. But oh my goodness. So basically, just a daunting task. So you've got you with your stats and your opponent with their stats, and in the spells tab you will unlock mana over time. Ignore hell mana, that comes later. You unlock mana over time, and you can distribute your mana to these abilities here, and as you put them in, you level them up and they increase your stats. So these ones increase your attack power, and these ones increase your defense. And so the way that combat works, it basically just compares your stats to theirs, and both of your health bars will go down. As you can see, the enemies I'm fighting here, I obliterate them, which is why my health bar is always full, and theirs appears for like a flash and is immediately gone. I'm currently going to set to auto questing. So over time you develop these auto quests, and they will assign so quests will assign like a stage for you to defeat enemies at, and then once you've killed so many enemies there, it will give you some experience, some golden experience. And so I'm just working through those. It offers you auto quests over time. I've currently got just over 1,000. Anyway, the further you go, you will unlock the ability to conjure. The thing is that this game offers a lot of it is just sort of like thrown at you, so you sort of have to. It's one of those things where you don't know what's going on at first, but you just sort of eventually get used to it. But yeah, you unlock conjuring, and conjuring you can summon demons, and this is where it takes your mana, takes it out of your mana pool, and throws it into these conjuring spells, and doing that will summon a demon, or however many demons. And demons you can use here to boost certain stats, which will do directly what they're doing, and depending on where they are, I've just got them in boost all for now, just got them generally spread out, and they will do some meditations which will increase your like this is their mana, stats and income. And you can also have some in reproduction, so these lot here, I don't know, they're doing like their demonic breeding rituals, and that will increase the speed at which you recover spirit. That's the thing with talking about these games is like I can't talk about this thing without inadvertently mentioning like a few other things. It's like, I've got to explain them now. Yeah, so that increases the speed at which you recover spirit. And so yeah, you got so much like max spirit, and then these determine like when your demons breed, they increase the speed at which spirit goes up. I shall go into that later. So town, when you kill enemies, you get gold, and gold can be spent in these buildings here, which will upgrade something. So house, for example, will increase gold income from monsters. Pens? Oh, okay. like a coop or something. I get it. Right. I was thinking like what, like things that, like a pen that you like, you know, that, with ink in it that you write. Yeah. So that will increase. Oh well, it'll divide the reproduction time for demons and all that. And down here is the plaza, but you don't unlock that straight away. I'll get into that later. I can't remember how you unlock the plaza. I think you have to. Things unlock when you get to different stages. But yeah, I'll get to that. Minion. Minions just there fighting on their own little adventure, and as they do, they're collecting food. Actually, let's go to the Minion lab because I've not actually touched this for a while by the looks of it. I've got 3 million bits of pet food. Let's put it in critical damage. Oh, game. Oh. Do I have? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you can only have it on one thing at a time, so that's just... Right. And then you get pet points, which can be used to boost these, like, stats. You put them in, and, yeah, so food is consumed, like the rate at which it raises is constant, but food is consumed as that happens. And as for these, the pet points are not consumed, but the more pet points you have determines how fast it raises. Yeah, it's a bit ambiguous. Also strange how, like, look at these bars, like the bars on this side, they like expand outwards, but look, I mean graphically the bars of these ones like stretch. It's weird. You've got adventure, you've got all your different, I'm gonna just roughly go over this. You've got all your equipment that you get from killing enemies in these different areas of the map, yada yada yada. And then you eventually got all these other things I'm going to go into. Slimes, like your little companion. They're there to help you boost your stats. You need to feed them though to keep them happy, and you also like can collect other ones and they can boost other stats. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So you got your museum here, which I think you send something to a museum and it's like you can't use it, but it's got its thing going on. Recycle slime is just to get rid of it, I think. Now the generator is where you spend your, is where you distribute your, you invest your spirit, and the and your spirit creates essence. So this is, I've got 691,000 spirit here, generating essence. I'm currently at 1.9 E13 essence, and you can put that into these things based on whether you have a charge, and equal to a percentage based off how many out of how many charges you have. So basically what that means is, so spirit essence, okay, so mana refill gain has got two values here. It's got this 22.24% and this 42.65%. This on the left is how much I'm getting from the essence that I have, and this on the right is how much essence I have directly put into it. So I could click on that, and then because I've got 4 out of 4 charges, it would take a quarter of my essence and put it into here, making everything weaker, but this would get a little bit stronger. So that's more long term. If I had, say, 17 charges and I used to use one of them, it would take a 17th of if it was 17 out of 17, it would take a 17th of what I had left and put it into the thing. If I had 1/17, it would take all of what's left. If I had 2 out of 17, it would put 1/2 of what's left. Yeah, and you get charges over time. What else is there? So dungeon. Here, dungeon is where you take the shadows that you've got, and shadows are produced by how much spirit you've gotten, and you can put them into these dungeons, and they will fight enemies, and they will boost whatever stats are in the thing there. I don't pay too much attention. I just make sure that I've got all of my stuff, and I just like, oh, yep, put that in there. For whatever world boss. Oh, now there's 2 bosses here. This one's gonna come back to life soon. I'm fighting the forest golem Galg right now, and when you do, you'll automatically fight them. So this one's gonna resurrect in 4 seconds. So let's see it come back to life. Will we? Oh, yep, there it is. And we just chip away at damage slowly. Now there is actually some of the things. I'm just gonna have a look. Hold on. So Reincarnation, I'll get back to Battlefield and all that later. Reincarnation is where you reset a lot of the stuff, and you will get a Reincarnation bonus, which will allow you to go further, and you will increase your mana cap and your spirit cap as you do that, based on how much you've raised. The more mana cap, I think spirit cap's the same, but the more mana cap you have, the more it takes to raise the mana cap by 1 point. So if I was at, like, say 1 million mana cap, then it wouldn't take much to get me to 2 million, but because I'm at 128 million, it takes me more to get to 129 million. And this is determined by the highest stage that you've gotten in this current life, how much money you spent on conjuring, and how much meditations the demons have done. Now experience, you got your experience shop and your soul shop, and these are like the permanent boosts. So I do want to go into a few things that I've gotten to show my progress. I've got all the stage autos, so that basically means that the game will, every time I kill an enemy, it will automatically readjust it based on the setting I've put it on. So because I've got an auto quest, I will kill an enemy. Or no, but say if I put it on to max out gold, I'll kill an enemy, and then if there's another enemy that would give me more gold per second, that it would instantly jump to that one, rather than just waiting. Rather than wait, like the default would be 10 kills. It would wait till it's got 10 kills, then it would do it. Because I've got all the stage autos, it does it straight away. Demon auto, that's a thing I bought for the demon. So whenever I conjure a demon, I automatically get into the thing I've highlighted here. So I've just put it in boost all for now, just because I can't be bothered. So I've put it all into boost all. So whenever I conjure a demon, it just goes straight into there, rather than me having to manually put it in. And that's a lot of these idle games. A lot of the boosts are things like it saves me a few clicks, and it's like I want to be able to things like that. In most games wouldn't be a big thing. It's like, what's the point if it's just saving me like 1 or 2 clicks? But when you've got a game that's designed for you to just have not necessarily have up and running, but to just play through for a very long time, months or maybe even years, and not to play in like big sessions, but just to have running and check up on every now and then. Those types of things, the benefits to those things, they really add up. So boss auto is the world boss. Whenever a world boss is revived after the timer, I'll just instantly go back and start fighting it again, rather than having to manually go in. What else do we have? Battlefield timer. I'll go into the battlefield in a moment. But yeah, a lot of these are like the idlers here are just to make things a bit easier. So one thing will be interesting is the dungeon auto. So the dungeon, if I reincarnate, I've got to get my shadows back. I've got to manually put them into like, yep, you go there, you go there. So that would just make it so that I could just set it up, and it would automatically assign those shadows to fight in that dungeon. Same with experience auto. So experience you can spend like down here to boost your stats, or maybe there's a few like extra things you can spend on. Experience auto would mean that I could just say like, okay, put it in mana power for now, and then it would just do it automatically, and then maybe a week later or whatever, something I'll be like, oh, I should check my experience auto, and then move it over to something else. um, these types of games, they reward you with automation. That's the whole like thing about them. I mean, some of them it's like what's commonly known as like clicker games, where you're clicking on a thing and you buying things to do damage. Automation is the reward, but in some games like this that have more depth to them, there's more stuff going on. You really begin to appreciate the automation because you start to think about all the different steps and stuff, and it just helps. Yeah. So as for a few things that you unlock along the way, you have an adventure. You got gather. I don't have my gathering active at the moment, but you can put your demons in these gathering slots, and they will gather void items, astral or divine items, logs, ores, and gems. And as you can see along the top there, I have a collection of those things, and you can go into crafting, and I'll turn that off. So these are all the ones I've got, and so you can craft these. I mean, I call them gems, even though that's probably not the best word to use for them, because they're gems. Gems actually does have a name for something else in this game, but yeah. So you've got void, astral, and divine. So they've all got like a base stat, and you've got like the combination ones: eldritch, celestial, and astral. They cost, so these first three cost the logs, the second lot cost the ore, and the cosmic ones cost the gems. And if you look at adventure, you can equip these gems, and you equip the gems, and they will boost whatever stats is associated with them. You also get fishing, which there is like a manual mini game where you can click on this, but I don't bother with that. It's pointless, not worth it. But yeah, you'll get fish over time. You can change different rods to collect different fish. You'll boost your skill level, and then you can cook fish, and they will boost some stats. It's all good. Now the battlefield is one of my favourites. In the battlefield, this is actually, let's first of all go back to town. So this is when you start unlocking hell mana. I don't remember. I think you've got to get to a certain stage. It's like right now you can get hell mana. So the way hell mana works is hell mana will just go up over time, and it doesn't have a cap. It doesn't reset when you reincarnate. It's just a thing that's always there. It's just always going up, and it goes up very slowly. And the speed it goes up is determined by your hell well, which is your plaza, which is all these things at the bottom of the screen down here. And you upgrade things in the plaza by spending your mana cap and the little logs and gems that you gather as well. So boosting your hell well will increase how fast hell mana goes up. So I recover 271 hell mana every 136.36 seconds. And you can spend hell mana in the battlefield. Yeah, but before I go to there, so yeah, you've got a few things here you unlock. See, I've got like the third tier of things here, and there's a fourth tier here. I know that eventually, because Tyler's gone further than me, I'm guessing these are the prestige ones, so you can prestige it eventually. So he's been more active, more like looking into trying to max things out, trying to min max and all that, whereas I've just been like, yeah, I'll do that, and then just be happy to see progress when it happens. I mean, my view on these types of games is that just don't work yourself up about it. just sort of go with it, and you'll learn over time, and it's that's the experience. It's the learning of those things that I find so enjoyable. Anyway, so you level up these things, which costs your mana cap. Now, because your mana cap goes down, that means raising it back up again is going to be easy, because a lower mana cap means the mana cap goes up faster. So yeah, it costs those both things, and you can spend hell mana in the battlefield, and you've got these waves that go down, and you can spend mana on hiring these little warrior guys. They're going to fight the waves for you, so I'm on wave 25 at the moment. The more that you buy, the more expensive they get. You can also, in the hell mana shop, upgrade their stats, like their attack speed and their chance of death, like when your enemy attacks. And every so often, the prices of them will reset. The enemy will counterattack on a periodic cycle, and the wave will go back to wave 1 when the wave reset is kicked in. And once you defeat these, you get demonic essence as a reward. A demonic essence, at first you can spend them on these things here that are there to boost your battlefield capabilities, but eventually you can spend them on general upgrades, which will boost things outside of the battlefield, which is very nice. Now, I have bought in the experience shop, I believe. Where is it? Oh, is it in the soul shop? I think it's in the soul shop. Yeah, BF timer. So because I've bought the BF timer, that means that when these timers run out, it doesn't automatically reset. I can click on it, and then it will reset when I'm ready for it to reset. So say the wave resets and I'm away, and then I start losing out all the benefits from it. I can just, I've got the timer set on, so I'll just like leave that on, and then when I get back, I can click it, and then get to work and buy all my things. I actually have nothing at the moment. Wave reset will begin in just under 2 days. A bit less because I've got the fast forward time warp feature running, which I'll also explain. So there's a locked thing there as well. I don't know what's going to be, but yeah, the further you go, they're going to get stronger. They're going to be able to do more things, and you get more demonic essence. Very nice to see. The Easter event. Now this is just, I don't know. Every so often this is just because of the time of year it is. Every so often little Easter eggs will pop up. You click at them, and then you can exchange them for rewards. I've got 66 of them so far, and no doubt that'll change to Halloween as the months progress, and then Christmas or something. So yeah, I should mention the time warp feature. I actually do have a upgrade for that. Is it in Soul? I don't know if it's in Soul. I think it might be, or is it in Experience? Misk. I think, yeah, this is it. So advanced time warp plus 12 hours. So the time warp is when you're offline, when the game is closed, certain things like the battlefield and adventure, they won't run per se, but they'll just accumulate time, and you can click on the fast forward, and then it will like use up that time, and that will pass as your as the game's up and running. So it'll like double the speed for however long that you were off for. But that caps at like 12 hours or so. So if you leave it for 12 hours and then don't come back, it's frozen. So I've buffed that up a bit, spent a bit of experience, or yeah, a bit of experience on it, so that I can accumulate a bit more than that. I don't need more than that. But yeah, all right, that's how that works. And I think I don't know if there's anything else I should mention other than two things. One, and Tyler had to tell me about this because this is very well hidden. You got these trophies that you can spend like over time. You unlock trophies based on what your highest stage is. So it's that pro generated charge trophy, increased generated charge cap by 2. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Pro minion double trophy, double chance, increased minion double chance by 10%. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so you can buy these, and then once I get to stage 225, there's going to be more that I can get. But yeah, just get the chance of it doubling. I guess that's like a double attack. Yeah. So, what was the other thing? Oh yeah. Challenges. So you can do these challenges, and you will lose a lot of stuff. but you do get a reward at the end of it, so it might be some mana cap. And then, so say Inferno challenge here, you need to get so many levels in Firewall. I've done 1 of 3 of those. And then, like, the first completion will give you some more spells, so like some of these spells here. Oh, there's an Easter egg. Some of these spells down here will start to unlock, and the more challenges you do, you really start to like boost certain things, like time loop. So time loop for this one is you will automatically reincarnate every 20 minutes, and you have to get you get a bonus of 300%. So this reincarnation bonus, I'd have to get that to 300% with a forced reincarnation every 30 minutes. I don't know how hard it's going to be. You know what? I might as well just. I might just try it out. You know, I might just try it out. Because so I think my my approach to these types of games is that I find them. I really enjoy them. I really like them. I find them very interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on, and there's going to be more. I mean, if you look, okay, like there's 2 sub menus here that I've not unlocked in adventure. There's still 5 sub menus there I've not unlocked. There's another one in generator. There's 3 more in slimes. There's still going to be a lot to go. Maybe it won't take as long as NGU Idle because of how fast I've been unlocking these compared to that game, where it can take like over a year or 2 years or so to start unlocking certain features. I don't know, but my general approach to these types of games is, I mean, I've noticed like when Tyler plays these games, he's very much min-maxing, like trying to like optimize everything, get everything all working out. But my approach is, I like to learn about how things work. I find them very interesting. I like to you know, work through them, try and figure things out. But I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm just going to sort of set things up, and if things are suboptimal, then bit annoying. But if I find something suboptimal, it's like, yeah, alright, well, you know, it can all work out. You know what? Whilst I'm here, I'm gonna. I mean, this could be a terrible mistake, but I'm gonna click the time loop challenge. Right. Okay. So I'm not gonna record all of this, but I need to get to. So activating the challenges resets your stats to your base stats, and you've got certain restrictions going on. So yeah, all these things are happening. Let's move my demons to boost refill. So then the conjuring, I've actually sped up conjuring a bit. So usually I think it's is it conjure auto? Soul shop. Is it soul? Yeah, well, I've got 2 out of 3. So I've got conjure auto. So that just allows, so auto conjuring, I've got auto conjuring turned on. So getting more conjure autos means that there's less of a gap between every time it does it. Which, I mean, at this point it doesn't really matter, because this is just taking all my mana every time I refill it anyway. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting more demons into here. Reincarnation. Yep, that is probably going to get to 300% without much issue at all, I imagine. Yeah, so once I get to stage 60, again, so I'm just showing off some of the stuff I've got here. So because I've got the auto stage, if I didn't, I'd have to, like, if I wanted to push through these, I'd have to like keep pressing plus like every time. But because I've maxed out my stage auto, I've got it on push, and every 1 kill it's going to readjust it to push is basically, you know, like get further. And then once I've got to stage 60, these ones, some more of these are going to unlock. Reincarnation, 106%, 107, 108. Yeah. And you know, I'll get more mana cap. Spirit cap is still very low. Yeah, as you can see, Spirit and Shadow here are locked off because I've started a challenge. It resets a lot of your stuff. Battlefield has gone like a light green, so that's the indication to me to say that something's ready to restart. Whereas if I didn't have the timer things, like the time lock things, it will just restart. So the unit prices are already reset, but because I have this on, if I didn't have this on, that time would just start again. But because I do have it on, I will now just wait until my wave resets, buy a bunch of stuff, and then immediately reset the prices. So it's because that's like stored up for me. So that's good, and I'm going to keep at that. Yeah, so I'm very close to unlocking the 4th tier in the plaza. Don't know what they are. Right, now see, this one's taken a while, so I mean, this is me actively playing. I wouldn't normally, because I'm in the middle of a challenge. You probably want to be a bit more active if you're in the middle of a challenge, because you've got all the restrictions. But I've moved all my demons into mana power, so this Labim is going to level up faster. Reincarnation 138.53. Okay. Right, so now I can start getting spirits. So at these current stats, I'm going to get 204 spirits for every time the bar fills, and then once that's done, I can put it into the generator to generate essence, and that's going to boost stuff. Right. Let's get them all back in boost refill. Yeah. Alright. So I'm getting lots of demons. Man, it's hot. It's 30.5 degrees in my room. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of summer at all. I'm very, very strongly against it. I think after this I'm just gonna go in the bath because I'm so hot and sweaty. My dehumidifier broke. I had dehumidifier, and I started to notice that when I turned it on, it wasn't actually doing anything. It just got hot. So I've chucked that out. But I've had it for a few years. See, like, okay, now, like, I'm starting to like not do as much damage. Like, it's starting to hurt me. But if I get my demons and move them into offense, then whoa, I'm suddenly doing loads more damage, and I can push even further. Now, how long till you get me a bit of spirit at least? Yeah, also you kind of want to spread these out a bit to get the meditations, and as you know, meditations increase. Right, yeah, that's the best I can do. Let's put them in all, boost all. So I'm getting some meditations. Meditations are going to increase these things here, like demons meditation level. Is a key factor in determining what your next reincarnation bonus is. So higher stage, mana spent on conjuring, and of course when you reincarnate, you will get a higher mana cap. So that's more mana to spend on conjuring. The way the conjuring, it gets more expensive every time you level up something up. Oh, I've got some spirits. So, oh yeah, I managed to unlock. I can't remember. Oh, I think I forgot to mention about how this works with its gathering. But I think at some point I managed to unlock, because it used to be that whenever I got spirit, I had to manually invest it into here. But that is no longer the case. So now I'm generating essence, and essence is boosting all of these lovely things here. Of course, essence goes up linearly, and these things it's boosting go up logarithmically. So it's like it slows down over time based on how much essence you have. So yeah, maths. What did I forget to mention in gathering? Yeah, I forgot to mention that you need to spend your spirit to gather these things. So if I turn that on, I'll get some demons here, and it'll take 100,000. Put 100,000. It'll save 100,000 in my spirit bank because in settings, I really hope this audio works. I'm not doing any backup audio. In settings, auto spirit, I've got it set to 100,000. So, yeah. See, I'll just let's move you into not offense, boost power. So this Azam levels up a bit faster. It's got half a minute. You see my mana cap's going to be 8 million. But then it's going to, that's going to, hold on, let's reincarnation. So it's 180.39. As you can see, it's raising. It's constantly raising, but it's starting to slow down how much it's raising by. And then it did a bit of a jump. Did a bit of a jump because my mana spent on conjuring did a big jump. Right. Boost offense. Can I? Right. Let's push a bit further. Then maybe do a reincarnate. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I could just let this run, and it would all work out for me. But I'm just sort of demonstrating. Right, okay. Yeah, so let's reincarnate. Yep, okay. Let's set it on to push. Conjuring, yeah, I'll get access to my demons soon. Is it like level 10, like stage 10 or something when you get access to demons? Oh, well, there you go. Let's put my demons in refill for now, so that the amount of mana I get goes up. But yeah, the reason I've got some demons doing meditation and income meditation is because I do have some permanent demons that are just always there. Yeah, so I've got to wait for this to get to stage 60 again, then I'll unlock some more, and then, you know, just a few little things like that. And I've got to get to... It's going to automatically reincarnate me in like 30 minutes from when I start. I don't know. There is a chance I might have to abandon this quest depending on how it goes. I don't know. I can't see the maths behind it, so I don't know. Let's just spend some mana into some experience into mana power. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this here. I'm just gonna let that run for a bit. Hopefully. Oh yeah, I didn't mention Soul, did I? Oh, it is, because I've got a countdown there. I didn't see that. Next re-ink in so many seconds. But yeah, Soul is something that just raises. I don't know what causes it to raise. I know that the first boss here gives you some soul, but I've noticed that whenever I'm early in a reincarnation, early in a life as it's called, this bar will just like shoot up and give me like 1 point of soul here, 1 point of soul there. I don't know what determines it. It might be to do with like reaching a new stage for that particular life. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Right. Conjuring? No. Still waiting to get to level 80. So I get a few more. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this here. I'm not gonna see this through to the end because it could take ages. I don't know. I just wanted to give a quick run view and talk about what the game is like and my current situation in it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Right, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.